To me, it's no surprise that God of War got all these awards, man. This is a great game. Now, for me, it's this game's generation. I was having a fight between Marvel Spider-Man and God of War, and God of War nudged it just enough with its gameplay and story. If it didn't have the Mary Jane Watson stealth scenes, it would have probably given God of War maybe or even top five or maybe. But this is my game of the generation now. Before the Witcher fans come running through and saying, "How can you say that?" Which I'm not disputing the Witcher's content. I mean, the DLC itself could be, or not the DLC. The side missions alone can be, full story mode for most games that came out. Yeah, because I know The Witcher is, as far as we're talking about content, it's gonna dwarf majority of these games that come out, as far as just giving you pure content with the game, with its DLC and its the side missions alone. Like I was saying before, can be almost 10-hour campaigns for most games, But for me, for the way God of War is, it took mechanics of Dark Souls and Bloodborne and somewhat Demon Souls and mixed it all together, and you got fantastic gameplay. It never gets boring. Throwing that axe and calling it back and watch it does damage. There's one thing that my buddy Gannon said that I do agree with. I wish switching up between the weapons were much swifter the way they had them in God of 3, where you press the directional buttons, that it would just switch to it just like that without you having to do it. But that's, to me, for me, I worked around it, but it would have been cool if you would have had that. The one thing that got me addictive to this game was the Valkyrie. I didn't think I was going to get that addictive. I thought it was like, you beat them and that's it. But I got enthralled and just keep fighting them. Like it just became, as a gamer, an ego thing. How quick can you beat them before you die a bunch of times? And that was exhilarating. And Atreus mechanic could have been a problem, but he helps tremendously. The fact that you can upgrade him, he can summon different beasts to help you. I usually go with a lot of stun and high damage, because when you stun, you can inflict more damage depending on what your heavy runic is and light runic is. And the way I like to fight, I unleash the whole thing right away, because I want to get them weak, especially Valkyries, the runic and all the magic damage quick. And then, I hit them with jabs, punches, try to be as just strategic as I can when I'm fighting these Valkyries. But to me, God of War stands out with its storytelling. Kratos is revitalized as a character. It really mimics the Logan movie, the way he built that relationship with X-23, the girl, his daughter, that wasn't conceived by him in a normal fashion. It took his DNA, I believe, and she was made through that way. But this is what that felt. Kratos felt like Wolverine in his older age, a little bit bitter and just pure, not trusting anybody. Everybody's an enemy. You treat them as such. You survive for yourself, not willing to help others unless it's for our own benefit. And majority of the portion of the game, I kind of agreed with his mentality, because on this journey, everybody wants to kill you. And his son was kind of that light aspect that brought him down to earth. Towards the end, where it paid off. In the beginning, I was agreeing with Kratos, but the way they utilize Atreus was perfect, man. To me, this game right here is the benchmark for this generation, for me. And I'm not gonna try to, convince you, I guess, but for me, it's the benchmark for this generation for the PS4 and against Nintendo. I mean, people love Zelda Breath of the Wild, but I'll rather play this over Breath of the Wild. I'd rather play Red Dead Redemption over Breath of the Wild, to be honest with you. But to me, this is the game right here. This is the game that a lot of games need to follow because it doesn't use DLC. You beat the game. It felt like an old school game. You beat it, you unlock shit, you get shit during the game that you beat. You find stuff to make yourself more powerful without none of this DLC, buying it, like stupid ass Fortnite. You get things by accomplishing things that you do in the game. And that's a big standing point with me with God of War. No microtransaction. This game is the defining game for me and the defining game for the generation and the standout game for the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation